What if I told you that there's an army of military force hiding right inside your fort? You bring it in, you sleep, by dawn everything is ash. This is not a metaphor, it's 1184 BC. And it's the blueprint of modern malware. Imagine this, you receive a gift, beautiful, unexpected, free. You bring it home, place it in your most secure room, and that night, everything you have built crumbles to ash. This isn't a modern cyber attack. This is 1184 BC, and the malware was made of wood. Today we're going to uncover how a single deception from ancient Greece became the blueprint for 58% of all modern cyber attacks. By the end of the video, you'll understand why the most dangerous threats don't break down your walls. They walk through your front door.
We never had to break the wall. The enemy walked in on their own feet.
Let's travel back 3,000 years to the Bronze Age world. The year is approximately 1184 BC, and we're witnessing the final chapter of the most famous siege in human history. For 10 grueling years, the Greek army has surrounded the walls of Troy, a powerful city in what is now modern-day Turkey. Think of Troy as the ultimate fortress, massive walls, strategic location, and defenders who refuse to surrender. Every direct assault has failed, every siege tactic has been countered. The Greeks are exhausted, their resources depleted. But one man, Odysseus, understands something that modern cybersecurity experts know all too well. When you can't break the system, you exploit the user. Here's what the story gets fascinating from a psychological perspective. To defeat Troy, Odysseus doesn't create a weapon, he creates a gift. The Greeks construct a massive wooden horse, approximately 30 feet tall, hollow inside and beautifully crafted by Epheus, a master carpenter. But here's the genius. They don't just leave it at Troy's gates. They stage an elaborate deception. The entire Greek fleet sails away, leaving behind only one man, Sinon, who tells the Trojans a carefully crafted lie. The horse is an offering to Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare, and whoever possesses it will have divine protection. This isn't just storytelling, this is social engineering at its finest.
Fear not, Trojans, for the Greeks have departed, leaving this horse as an offering to Athena.
Now here's where human psychology becomes crucial. The Trojans have two warnings. Laocoon, a priest, literally says, "I fear Greeks bearing gifts," and tries to destroy the horse. Cassandra, a prophetess, warns that the horse will bring destruction. But the Trojans choose to believe the deception. Why? Because after 10 years of war, they desperately want to believe they have won. The horse represents a victory, divine favor, and an end to their suffering. This is the same psychological vulnerability that cybercriminals exploit today. Hidden within the horse are 30 of Greece's most elite warriors, including Odysseus himself. Historical sources vary on the exact number. Some say 23, others 40. But ancient accounts consistently name the same core group of heroes. Think of these warriors as a payload. They're not just soldiers. They are a carefully selected special ops team, each with a specific role in the mission that follows. As night falls, the hidden Greeks emerge from their wooden container. But they don't immediately attack. Instead, they execute a precise operation.
First, silence the guardians of the wall. Unlock it. So it looks like they opened it themselves.
Disable the defenses. They silently eliminate guards. Open the back door. They unlock Troy's main gates. Signal the main force. They light a fire to guide the returning Greek army. Coordinate the attack. The full invasion begins. By dawn, Troy, one of the most powerful cities in the ancient world, is completely destroyed. This attack pattern is so effective that it becomes a template that echoes through history. The name Trojan Horse enters our language as a metaphor for any deception that causes someone to willingly accept their own destruction. But here's what's truly remarkable. 3,000 years later, cybercriminals are using the same exact strategy. Fast forward to 2025. Every day, 560,000 new pieces of malware are detected globally. Of all cyber attacks, 58% are Trojan-based. That means that nearly 6 out of every 10 malicious programs use the same deception strategy that worked in ancient Troy. Let me give you some staggering numbers. Trojans account for 64.31% of all malware attacks on Windows systems. Over 38,000 mobile banking Trojans were detected last year alone. Every minute, 4 companies fall victim to ransomware attacks, many delivered via Trojans. A modern Trojan works exactly like its ancient namesake. It appears as something desirable, a free software download, a funny video file, an urgent security update, a game or mobile app. But hidden inside is malicious code designed to steal your personal information, give criminals remote access to your device, install additional malware, hold your data for ransom. Consider the Zeus Trojan one of the history's most successful malware families. Like its ancient predecessor, Zeus succeeded not through brute force, but through deception. It disguised itself as legitimate banking software, tricking users into entering their credential on fake login pages. The result? Billions of dollars in financial fraud across more than 190 countries. The attack vector, the same psychological vulnerability that doomed Troy, our willingness to trust what appears beneficial. This brings us to one of the most profound questions in cybersecurity. How do we function in a world where trust is both essential and dangerous? From an evolutionary perspective, trust is fundamental to human survival. For thousands of years, our ancestors survived by forming cooperative groups. Those who trusted their tribe members were more likely to receive help, share resources, and survive dangerous situations. But this same evolutionary programming makes us vulnerable to deception. When someone offers us something valuable, whether it's a wooden horse or a free app, our brains are wired to see opportunity, not threat. Modern cybersecurity has developed a counter philosophy called zero trust. The core principle is beautifully simple: never trust, always verify. Let's examine how Trojan attacks have evolved in our hyper-connected world. The top 5 countries attacked by Trojans are Bangladesh, Ethiopia, China, Pakistan, and Egypt. Iran has the highest mobile malware infection rate at 30.3%. Nearly every second computer in China is infected with some form of malware. In 2020, 70% of attacks against financial institutions came from cryptic Trojan malware. Over 68,000 new ransomware Trojans for mobile devices were discovered in 2019. Android devices are 50 times more likely to be infected with malware than iOS devices. The financial cost of these modern wooden horses is staggering. The average cost of a data breach reached $4.88 million in 2024. Cybercrime costs are predicted to reach $8 trillion globally. 88% of cybersecurity breaches are still caused by human error. Modern Trojans exploit the same psychological vulnerabilities as their ancient namesake, but with sophisticated twists. Authority. Fake software updates from Microsoft or Apple. Urgency. Your account will be closed unless you act now. Curiosity. You won't believe what this celebrity did. Greed. Download this app to earn money fast. Fear. Your computer is infected. Download this cleaner. Each of these tactics exploit our emotional responses, bypassing our rational thinking. just like the original Trojan Horse exploited Troy's desire for victory and divine protection. The fall of Troy offers timeless lessons for our digital age. Just as Lapun warned about Greeks bearing gifts, we must be suspicious of unsolicited downloads, unexpected emails, and good-to-be-true offers. Troy had warnings from both Lacoon and Cassandra. In cybersecurity, our warnings come from antivirus software, security researchers, and that little voice in our head saying, "This seems suspicious." The Trojans could have examined the horse more carefully, questioned Sinon more thoroughly, or simply burned it outside the walls. In cybersecurity, verification means using official websites, checking file signatures, and implementing multi-factor authentication. Troy's walls were strong, but once breached, they had no internal defenses. Modern security requires multiple layers: firewalls, antivirus, user training, and incident response plans. Protecting yourself from modern Trojans require both technology and mindset. Technical defenses: keep software updated, use reputable antivirus software, enable automatic backups, implement multi-factor authentication, use official app stores and websites. Human defenses: maintain healthy skepticism, verify before downloading, think before clicking, report suspicious activity, stay informed about current threats. The story of the Trojan Horse reveals a fundamental truth about human nature. Our greatest strength, our ability to trust and cooperate, is also our greatest vulnerability. 3,000 years ago, Troy fell because its people chose to believe a beautiful lie over an ugly truth. Today, millions of devices are compromised every year because we make the same choice. We want to believe that the free software, the urgent email, or the amazing deal is genuine. This teaches us something profound about security itself. Security isn't just about building higher walls or stronger encryption. True security is about finding the balance between trust and verification, between openness and caution, between hope and skepticism. The ancient Greeks understood something that modern cybersecurity experts are rediscovering. The most effective attacks don't break down defenses. The question isn't whether you'll encounter a Trojan horse. The question is, will you recognize it before you bring it inside your digital walls? Final thought overlay. What seems most harmless is often most harmful. What appears as salvation might be destruction. In cybersecurity, as in ancient warfare, the greatest victories belong to those who understand not just technology, but human nature itself. If you enjoyed this story of Trojan Horse, you'll surely like this video where I have dissected time travel theories and practical examples. Click on the left side of the screen to keep watching.